Planet, or if I can actually speak this morning, Space Planet. I blame him, he gave me donuts. Don't be sorry. There's only two, no try. Yes, I know, a bad Star Wars joke. Sit down. This is my stick. I do bad jokes all day long. But they started in 1996. Of course, they started with... who can tell me what they started with? What was that? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Thundercats.
Yep, Thundercats. The original 1980s Thundercats. Who else wants to give a try for the other two shows?
Voltron.
Voltron. And guy in the orange?
Dragon Ball Z.
No. Master Roshi, you should know that came later. Nope.
Oh. Johnny Quest.
Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. Of course, made by Mainframe Entertainment. They would be the same people who did Beast Wars. One of the greatest animations ever made. And by the way, I am a Scott McNeil fanboy, so... I am proud to be that. If Scott McNeil was here right now, I'd be glad to do the 6 things you hear at every Scott McNeil panel, which is Duo screaming no, Duo screaming I'll be the god of death once again, Koga sitting Kagome, Scott McNeil talking about how since Koga is a dog, he should be legally able to say, Kagome, I want to make you mine, you fill in the blank. The Piccolo song, and of course, Beast Wars Roll Call, which is, I don't know how my throat is sounding, but I'll give it a try. It's like a famine. Perhaps I should take you out the old-fashioned way. Brutally! You'd like to see a try at their dino food. What should I say? Little lips? We're all gonna die. Number five, and what's the matter? Everything is all fine. And of course, anybody who's heard Scott McNeil do this bit better, stronger, and more powerful. Thunderbolt, big, strong, proud, and smart like a sack of hammers.
Silverbolt.
What was that?
Silverbolt.
Silverbolt, thank you. See? I told you this, good morning. But of course, from there, they built a better action cartoon show. Of course, they also had Cartoon Roulette. And from there, they added many action cartoons, which we came to remember, part of our childhood that we just love, like Beast Wars, like Robotech, like Dragon Ball Z, like Ronin Warriors, Gundam Wing. Since there's a great cosplayer of her over there, Sailor Moon. Tenchi Muo, both the OVA and Tenchi universe.
Thank God you didn't mention Tokyo.
What did I mention?
Thank God you didn't mention Tenchi and Tokyo.
Yeah, Tenchi and Tokyo, but then again, I like the first Tenchi movie, so what the hell do I know? Let's see, of course, Outlaw Star. Of course, G Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, Naruto, Pokemon. I know you guys will love that one. And of course, some great American animation like Batman, the animated series, Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited. I was getting to that. And of course, one of the best underrated mechas of all time, Zoids, with Zoid Zero and Zoid Century. Just to name a few. So, as I segue to my next note, how are you guys liking the music, by the way, so far? Of course, if you probably search down a couple months on Jason DeMarco's Twitter feed, you could probably find the link for the Supernova Mega Mix, which is a free download, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to give a shout out to him. DJ Clark Nova, we know him, we love him. Now, as far as the influence on the Tsunami generation, I think it's evident by everybody here. Let's be honest, anime may not be as big as it is if it wasn't for Tsunami. Tsunami was really the one of the first and one of the most successful to bring anime to America. And part of the reason they did that was not by saying, hey, we're anime like us. They did it by saying, here's this great animation. You don't have to be a fan of anime, you don't have to be a otaku, you don't have to be anything, just watch and enjoy. And that's what we did, and it influenced us in our childhood. I know every day I would, as soon as I would get picked up from art club, I would run home and I would turn on Toonami so I could watch Voltron and Thundercats. Real Adventures Johnny Quest was my life at a moment. Gundam Wing. In fact, there's only one anime that has made me so visceral to the point of rage that if I did not get home at time to see Gundam Wing at its start, I would rage. And that's 2010's Hero Man. And that, my friends, was online. I could have watched it any time. I had to be there when it came out. Obviously, it was a part of our 90s generation. We are the 90s generation, in my fair opinion, the best generation. We're certainly not like kids today who have to have play dates and, organized playing time, We actually went out with a stick and beat each other up.
I threw a snowball at my sister's face.
And some of us are still doing that today. I unfortunately had one too many heads to sticks to the head, as you can obviously tell. So with that, we talked about the influence, we talked about the history. So I'm now going to turn to you guys, because I want you guys, because we all have favorite shows. So I'm going to go around, and I want you guys to tell me your favorite shows, and I want you to tell me why. So who wants to go first? Big O? Oh, Code Lyoko. Well, no, I'm not saying Code Lyoko. I love Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko, to a technical extent, not Toonami, though in the same vein, that was part of Maguzi, which had Totally Spies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and of course Code Lyoko, and it was a great show. And I think that really did spin out of the Toonami generation, as far as what Toonami brought to the table and doing great shows like that. So I think I can count it on that, since it's on a very technical level, not part of it, but more than welcome to be part of Toonami. Who wants to go next? Let's see. Let's go over to Sumo over there. Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay, who just goes out of nowhere when nobody's looking goes, Spirit Shotgun? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The police will be talking to you after the show. So you may have a concealed weapon. Who wants to go next? Let's go with Solid Snake right there.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin. Another show I love, great samurai show. And a very, very good voice cast, and just a really interesting hero. I think we can all agree, somebody who would not kill, and I think that's what attracted so many people to the show. Who wants to go next? Let's see. Let's go person in the yellow school bus cap.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. And people are going, yeah, we didn't like that. but let's be honest. The quintessential shonen show, the reason Naruto's brought over here, the reason why we have to watch every episode of Bleach as it is right now. And don't get me wrong, Bleach is a good show, but it is what it is. And of course, we now have One Piece back. He's back. I'm going to say one that currently came with the new relaunch to Toonami. Who here loves Dead Man Wonderland? Dead Man Wonderland was one of my favorites, just for the fact it shows with Toonami now at a midnight run status of what Toonami can do, how far it can go. Greg Ayers, who's here at at this con. You should go see him. He's a wonderful voice actor. Just did a terrific job on the voice acting there. And it's great to see some of the more Texas-based voice actors in the Beat on Tsunami. Who wants to go next? Let's go over here. He's been waiting a long time.
Me?
Yep.
It's coming to Toonami soon. Sword Art Online?
Well, I hope so. Where did you get the information? When did that,
Where all factual information comes from? The internet.
And you believed it. By the way, you have a French model waiting to take you out on a date outside. He told me so on the internet. Man right in front here.
Actually, I'm Lost Star.
Yeah?
Just letting everyone know. And Reboot.
Yeah.
With Reboot? Oh, another mainframe show with Scott McNeil doing voice acting in there, of course. But Reboot, again, just showed I think the power of, CG and what as a new animation style CG can do. And I know I'm sort of pimping here. I'm going to be doing another panel tomorrow called The Evolution of American Anime. Tomorrow at noon, where I'll probably talk more about this, but I'm the belief that anime can be American. And the reason I say this, I have something called the categorization of the theory of animation categorization. I have to get my own theory right. But the basic theory says there are 3 core techniques or disciplines of animation. There's stop motion live action, there's traditional hand-drawn, and there is modern CGI, which has only come about the past 20 years. And with each discipline and core technique, there are different styles. Stop motion has the doll style, Robot Chicken, claymation like with Gumby and shows like that. Traditional hand-drawn has both the anime and the cartoon style. And then, of course, modern CGI has the realistic, which would be something like Shrek or Kung Fu Panda. And then you have photorealistic, which would be things like Final Fantasy VII Advent Children or Appleseed. And so one of the things I think Toonami was great at was showing different forms of animation, like CG, both American and Japanese hand-drawn animation. It really opened our generation up to different levels of what animation can be and how to tell a story, and influence us so much. Who wants to go next? All the way in the back right there, since I need to go. Yes, you, sir, with the long flowing dreadlocks. Sailor Moon. Okay, I want all the guys in here to be completely honest. We watched Sailor Moon. Yes, we watched Sailor Moon. And don't get me wrong, I'm a hopeless romantic, so I admit to watching. I did like the romance and that stuff, but let's be honest, we were prepubescent boys, and they had 5 beautiful girls in short skirts. We all watched Sailor Moon, but Sailor Moon had a wonderful story. It wasn't just fan service for prepubescent boys. It had a great story, a great cast of characters who worked really well together, and it was a great role model to young girls. That's the other thing. It presented an animation where, it wasn't just action animation for guys. There was something for the girls, too, to enjoy. Who wants to go next? Let's go to Donut Man right here. Cardcaptor Sakura was on for a very, very short time. It was part of the time WB was partnering with Toonami. In fact, WB started calling their Saturday morning block Toonami, or Toonami Light to some extent. But Cardcaptor definitely part. I'm a huge fan of Cardcaptors. Very unique show, very underrated, even though as popular as you see cosplayers cosplaying as Cardcaptor Sakura at cons. Who wants to go next? Right here in front. Big O, yes. Roger Smith, Dorothy, a great show, a historic show just by the fact that how popular it was on Toonami, that basically Toonami and the fans led to a second season being made of Big O. With that, I guess we can just learn how good, because that second season, the ending of it was You need to be a little bit drunk to understand that ending. But a really good show, great mecha show. I'm going to go to the person from Drawn Again, right there. Did you have your hand raised? Oh. So, okay, next. No, it's the same voice actor, though. It's the same voice actor, so you can... now I know one thing. I'm thinking of her in the orange booty shorts. But, Bubble? Okay, don't get me wrong. It was a good show. I didn't watch it that much, but, you know, it has its fan base. That comes to what I feel is a very unique time of Konami. You know, it did gravitate towards more family-friendly showing with Princess Tennis, with Bo, with Ray.
Serviceman was family friendly?
What was that?
You think Serviceman was family friendly? This whole comic and it was Flash illegal.
Apparently we have a drunk man in the audience. No offense there. But, you know, with that, definitely more fan-friendly. And also kind of led to the demise of Konami, but again, we fans, we brought it back. Isn't that right?
Hell yeah!
I'm going to do a couple more here. Zoids. Of course, Richard Ian Cox was the lead voice in that, or as I once called him, Richard Iron Cox. I have a video clip online of me going, Richard Iron Cox, and he going, that sounds not right, and he bangs the table and my camera falls over. Let's go, we're going to go right down here in front. Hamtaro. You know what? Ocean Group dub, I was watching it. You gotta understand, I'm a huge fan of voice actors. And, you know, when Ocean Group dub, it was absolutely terrific. With that, we're gonna move on. And I know you guys have favorite shows, but we're gonna move on to favorite Toonami moments. Because, and I'm not just talking about in shows. I'm talking about, you know, special events on Toonami, you know, like New Year's Evil and some of the premiere events they did that changed the show. Because another aspect of Toonami that was absolutely tremendous was the fact of these events where there was actual stories during the commercials. I'm talking about game reviews. I'm talking about Intruder and stuff like that. So I'm going to go around and I want you guys to tell me your favorite moments, okay? The whole Tom to Tom 2 story. What was it? Oh yes, Tom's death. Unfortunately, I don't have a microphone, so I apologize, guys. All I have is my booming voice. So with Tom's death, you know, just something amazing. I don't think anybody expected, because again, Tom was nothing but the host at first. You know, he was this little robot. And then you know, show the depth of the host, and for that to translate into a newer host, and just this ongoing story that would happen among the Toonami ship. It made Toonami something more than just, oh hey, here's some fun graphics before we show the cartoon or the animation. There was actual characters we cared about. I mean, to this day, I call my computer at home Sarah. Let's go to Solid Snake again.
We did game reviews, like when Tom reviewed Dot Hack Infection.
Yes, game reviews. I think anytime now a game review comes out, we're watching because they do a terrific job with their game reviews. You, sir, right there.
You know, one thing I like about it too is when they like mix like the anime with like music, like the whole thing with like
The music video.
There you go. Yes.
Okay.
That's the whole part of the whole thing.
But absolutely, the aspect of these music videos, which again, let's be honest, a lot of the music we hear, like the music we're hearing now, is influenced by the fact of the music we heard in those music videos. A lot of the dance and the sort of things we go when we go to the dance party, like the one later tonight, comes from our inspiration from listening to that type of music. Who wants to go next? Guy with the camera, who apparently I'm very photogenic.
It's really hard to pick one moment, but I gotta say, definitely one of my favorite has to be when Toonami came back as a surprise April Fool's Day.
I'm sorry, sir, I can't.
The April Fool's Day return.
Ah, the April Fool's Day return. One of the best April Fool's jokes ever done. Period. Period. And I know I'm blowing on your ears, sir. You, sir.
I'm not sure if anyone remembers, but there was a time where they would show Daft Punk music videos.
Are you talking about Giant Robot League?
No, Daft Punk music.
Oh, Daft Punk, yes. The music videos of both Daft Punk and the Gorillaz. Okay, who here are fans of Daft Punk? Who here is fans of the Gorillaz? Let's be honest, we owe all of that to Toonami because they're the ones who introduced us. And also the fact of going on later to show Interstellar 5555. Just absolutely incredible. Oh, LeBron James just walked in. How was Game 1's loss? I'm talking about you in the blue hair. Sorry. Oh, something shiny. But no, Interstellar 555. Just an absolutely terrific music. All the music in there. That's absolutely incredible. Done by the band working with the same creator who worked on Space Battleship Yamato and Interstellar Express 9999 and Captain Harlock. Just an absolute incredible movie. Who wants to go next?
Like the minute and a half long show over
The promo trailers. Let's just talk about Gundam Wing's promo trailers. How many people watched Gundam Wing and were introduced to Gundam just because of those trailers? We got a couple people. I had no idea what Gundam or Gundam Wing was. All I remember is those trailers. And I gotta watch the show. And the great aspect of it for me was watching these trailers on NBC, on CBS and Fox. This was also the great thing about this is that Toonami didn't just do these promos on their own network or during Toonami. You know, they really went out, and this is a key part that I think the anime industry as a whole can learn about. They went out and they promoted, their action block. They put commercials on NBC in prime time, on Fox, on CBS, on ABC, on TNT, on TBS. They got the word out, hey, here's this action block, come watch our stuff. Let's be honest, with a lot of anime, we go on the internet and we can see trailers all the time, but wouldn't it be awesome if, not only would they get more anime, and we'll be talking about in a second, but more anime on TV and then actually promoting it to places like NBC, so that maybe somebody who isn't an anime fan but might enjoy the show to come there and watch it? That would be awesome, and that would grow the fan base. Again, it's what Toonami did best in the 90s. We're going to go with one more. Man all the way in the back there. Get you.
I was doing this type of thing with Tom Axel at help, and it was online game. It was he started his whole video game online, and we would actually log on to help him out.
I don't remember that off the top of my head. I think I somewhat know what you're talking about, but do you know? Oh, okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I've forgotten so many things more than I can remember. Again, just to the head. But absolutely. And that's the great thing is there's stuff that I don't remember at Toonami that you guys can remember too. I'm going to go with one of my favorite moments. It's not, this again goes to an actual show. The end of the very first episode of Gundam Wing, when Hiro Yui ripped up Relina Peacecraft's invitation. That got me hooked on that series as it was something different. Did anybody else have the same feeling, or am I on my own? On my own. Well, with that, we're going to move on to the last part of our show. And let's see. I want to make sure that they're not hassling us to leave. But let's talk about the future of Toonami. I want to know from you guys what shows you want to see on Toonami. Let's go all the way in the back right there.
Tiger and Bunny.
Tiger and Bunny. I remember watching that show. It's a great show. It's based off the American superhero. Let's be honest, AnimeNext is here in America because of that show. That would be a great show to see on Toonami. You, sir? Lupin the Third. Or better yet, how about Lupin the Third, A Woman Called Fujiko Mine? If they could actually show that on TV. Look, you guys gotta understand, I called Lupin the Third, A Woman Called Fujiko Mine, the anime of the year last year. That's how great it was. It was by far the best anime of last year. Let's see, I'm gonna go over here, gentleman right there. Yep.
Michiko Tsuhachin?
Michiko no Hachin. Tsuhachin. Which...
It's kind of like Cowboy Bebop, except all on Earth and kind of like in a Central America kind of setting. It definitely looks like something that would be on Toonami.
Well, absolutely. Anything that sort of has that sort of Western feel is definitely a good choice. Let's go all the way in the back, all the way right there, you sir.
That's what he said. Zeta Gundam.
Zeta Gundam. Okay, I'm sorry. It's hard to hear back there. I apologize about Zeta Gundam. Yes, let's bring back Gundam, but I would first start off with Gundam Unicorn and Gundam 00. Let's go with Donut Man since we have a whole row pointing. By the way, that's a good way for me to pick you to get a whole row to point at you. So,
Does it really suck that bad?
Attack of Titans. On time, excuse me. I actually haven't got to see the show yet. It's one of my back. I'm going to be watching it when I get home, actually. I hear it's a very good show. I'm going to throw one real quick because this is my favorite. Stan Lee's Hero Man. Because let's be honest, a lot of us are not only anime fans, but now we're comic book fans. And Hero Man was a perfect blend of basically being a huge love letter to American comics. And it's an absolutely terrific series, and it would be perfect on. I think it'd be the next Gundam win. Let's go to Asuna. Can you pass the name up? Naruto Shippuden, okay. I should have known. I have trust. Okay, you gotta understand, I deal with a lot of Korean people at McDonald's. What? What was that? Was that 7 senior coffees and 7 decaf coffees, sir? Yes, 7. Yes, 7. 7. Let me spell it out for you, sir. Right here in front.
It's actually kind of breaking Toonami's style, but Back Mongolian Chop Squad.
Back
Mongolian Chop.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Another featuring Greg Ayers as well. If you've never seen that is basically about a sort of up-and-coming rock band that starts in Japan and goes to America. It's got absolutely incredible music. Just incredible. And I'm gonna roll off you to say Nerma Daikon Brothers. Yeah. Let's go over here. Again, pointing gets you picked. Star Driver. Star Driver and absolutely... okay, now we got everybody pointing at everybody else. This is what I love about God. Well, they pointed at him first, so I'll get to him first. But Star Driver just you know what Star Driver was? What Gurren Lagann was supposed to be. The next big mecha anime. In my mind, Gurren Lagann was one of the biggest disappointments in... Fairy tales? Yes, fairy tales. See how bad everybody hates? I said Gurren Lagann wasn't good and everybody's leaving. But yeah, fairy tales would be a great show to have on Konami. Chopper, what do you want? High School of the Effing Dead. Only if they could show the bat scene from episode 6. Let's go over here. You sir, right over there. Get you. Fate Zero. And I would say Fate Stay Night, both of which are just incredible animes. Let's go right here. You can have it in. Certain Magical Index, another great show. You right here, sir? Well, I'll go to you and then you, all right? So you?
D. Gray, man.
Yeah.
I'll be a little on this one, but this brings me to the space edition, but I would love to see a Kamen Rider series on freaking
Kamen Rider. You know what? That really brings up a good idea. I have a nasty habit of looking at my watch. Literally, if you go to my old interviews on Blip, I'm interviewing Scott McNeil, and you catch me keep looking at my watch, and he goes, "This ain't Korea." But which actually brings me something I have to do.
anything out of Samon's hands is always good.
Yeah, but Kamen Rider or Super Sentai. I mean, Go Kaiser. My God, Go Kaiser was awesome. And I'm not just talking about the TV series. I'm talking about Go Kaiser versus Ghost Rangers, Go Kaiser versus Space Sheriff Galvin, and Super Sentai versus Kamen Rider, which I recently finally got to think, oh my God, if you have not seen that, go watch it now. It is absolutely incredible. Before we continue, I actually I have a couple prizes I want to give out. I want to give a prize out to, is Drag Me to Hell here? Drag Me to Hell, that's his Twitter handle. Drag Me to Hell, your Twitter handle? Alright. Because on my Twitter handle, somebody said, we'll see you there. So I want to give him a prize. We'll move on from there. I'll give out some prizes in a little bit. I have a couple prizes. Let's continue. You, sir? That would be a very interesting show in the vein of Sailor Moon. It would just be an absolutely incredible aspect for that. And again, it'd be one of those shows the girls could really watch. Oh, sorry. I apologize, sir. Black Lagoon. Oh my God. The second season makes me cry. That final storyline with the Yakuza, and I did not see that ending coming, and it made me tears. You, sir. Bakano? Bakano, from the same people who did the Rah Rah Rah, among others, would be absolutely incredible. Let's see, who would be next? Let's go all the way in the back. I'm trying to spread it around, guys. The new Eureka 7 anime. That would be a terrific choice. I'm going to throw another choice out since we are now doing midnight and we can show a bit more adult animation. Can we please get Iki Tosin on Tsunami? Can we please Iki Tosin Great Guardians, Iki Tosin Dragon Destiny, and Iki Tosin Extreme Executors are really very good series. Let's go with you right here, sir. Yes, another very good show. Let's see. Donut Man. Angel Beats and Magica. Both are, the Magica would be, again, in that vein of Sailor Moon, especially being how unique it is and just how incredible it is. You, sir.
Devil May Cry.
Richie Branson's favorite anime to bring to Tsunami. I gotta give a shout out.